Hello pilots and welcome to another X-Wing flight video brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming. As always, my name is Phil and today we have a classic Rebels versus Empire matchup, and joining me to discuss this matchup we have...
Hello there. Yeah, Ben Kennedy back on the channel. As always, a pleasure to be commentating alongside you.
Lovely. It's always great to have you on the channel, Ben. We love having your insights. We also love watching your games. We very much enjoyed the final round at the Ambush Outer Round with your resistance list. If you haven't checked that out, definitely worth checking out. But it's great to have you on the channel to go through these lists. So hoping that it's a really good game for you to watch. And on the subject of lists, did you want to go through, I believe you said you'd like to go through Madbots list, was that right?
Yeah, I'll break it down. So, Madbots is running Jake Farrell, Predator and Proton rockets, 10 num, marksmanship, fire control system, jam and beam, auto blasters and the S-foils, Garv Andreas with advanced proton torpedoes and the foils, and then Dutch with dorsal turret, more advanced proton torpedoes, and thermal detonators. So the good old rebel beef. Lots of crits potential in there.
Definitely,
but
with
quite a punchy list, and obviously very good for action economy.
Yeah,
the combination of Dutch and Garvin and Jake is pretty incredible, and they're all life force.
Yeah, I mean, that action economy is fantastic with them. They really can throw those focuses around between each other and target locks. Not only that, you mentioned about the crit capability. You've got 10 num with marksmanship and auto blasters there, and the advanced proton torpedoes in there. Yeah, this list is there to chuck that hurt out quite quickly, but also take it as well. As we know, Rebel Beef, they can soak up a lot of damage quite heavily. So interesting to see how well they do there. On the other side, we have Wes running an Empire list. No regular TIE fighters, but we do have a lot of heavy hitters in there. We have Major Rhymer with advanced proton torpedoes and cluster missiles, looking to catch that Rebel squadron in a group there. We've got Captain Jonas, also with the advanced proton torpedoes and the mag pulse warheads. We've got Littendry in the TIE RB Heavy with the ion cannon and target assist. And we also have Death Rain in the Punisher with proximity mines and thermal detonators. And as we can see, Death Rain looks like...
Death Rain is going solo.
Yeah, Death Rain is just getting right in there. He's really leaning into that bulkiness of that ship with 6 hull and 3 shields, and hoping to probably get those prox mines and thermal detonators off as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, the Rebels generally they like to fly in a little, as you can see here, quite a tight formation. So yeah, I mean, actually getting in there and potentially splitting them up and causing panic with proxy mines and thermal detonators, could really upset their mojo at the start.
Can do indeed. And again, those medium-based ships, that extra size to their base, they can, when they put the pedal down, they can move really quickly. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I love the Punisher. It is a bomber on steroids, but it's just such a cool ship.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of shenanigans it can do there.
The battle of the advanced proton torpedoes.
Yeah, that's one thing
Which faction can carry it better?
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I'd be a little bit concerned with for Death Rain jousting there, in that all of his stuff comes out the back. So that's going to make it a little bit tricky for him. He's got to hope to not get caught out there. But he can probably tank a few shots first, and he's got the support coming in from Littendry and the 2 bombers as well, so should be okay, I think.
Yeah. Quite like the combination of Reimer and advanced proton torpedoes. So I believe that he can increase the range of the torpedoes by 1.
Yes, he can,
that's quite cool.
I mean, I love Reimer. I think Reimer and Jonas are a really good combination. If you're running 2 bombers and you've got the points, they're both worth sticking in there together. Again, both I4, so they fly at the same time, and their abilities can work really nicely. So Major Reimer, while you perform a torpedo or missile attack, you may increase or decrease the range requirement by 1 to a limit of 0 to 3. So it means your advanced proton torpedoes now have up to range 2, which is just brilliant. And then Captain Jonas, while a friendly ship at range 0 to 1 performs a torpedo or missile attack, that ship may reroll up to 2 attack dice. So the efficiency you get between those ships is fantastic.
Double modified proton torpedo.
Yeah, I mean, that's scary in itself. I mean, the fact that you get an auto crit, like you change one to a crit automatically with that as well. I mean, you're quite familiar with how painful advanced proton torpedoes can be, actually.
Well, yes. Let's just say someone that maybe on this channel may have caused a lot of pain to one of my lists in a very, very fun and savage match, as we tend to always have.
Yeah, I mean, our games are never boring.
Never dull. They're never dull.
There's always some interesting shenanigans there. And I still remember you plopping down those 5 Republic Y-Wings and me just thinking, oh God, that's going to be tough. And it was, but it was a great game. But yeah, I mean, Wes has certainly got some good firepower there. If he can get the right angles and the right ranges to really hit hard, he should be okay. But we know what the Rebels are like. They like to fly in that formation. They're more than happy to joust with their multiple shields. So that's, I think, what Wes has got to be careful of, the fact that only one of his ships actually has shields.
The difficulty I always find going against a list like this Rebel list is the target priority is very difficult. It's like, who do you go? Who do you prioritize? Now, for me, I would be inclined to say between Dutch and Garvin, I'll probably say Garvin. Take out that support on the advanced proton torpedoes.
Yeah.
But it's such a difficult choice.
I mean, for me, looking at it, I would think for me it would kind of be between Tendam and Garvin. Again, I know Dutch has that great ability with the locks, but I think Garvin's ability to spend a focus and move it is just so good, especially when they're all I4s. He can use that first and trigger that like straight away and pass that on. But Tendam, that combination he's got there with marksmanship, fire control, auto blasters, and the S-foils, which will allow him to double tap, is just very scary. And for Wes, I think that's where I'd be trying to put as much of my shots as possible, because auto blasters against unshielded ships, you really don't want to be coming up against that, because that's gonna be a lot of pain there. So
the amount of crit potential that Madbots has got against a list that really doesn't have very many shields is quite a scary prospect for the Empire.
Yeah, I mean, they've both got really good crit potentials there with the advanced proton torpedoes. I think at the moment, again, due to the lack of shields on most of the Empire side, it does swing more into Madbot's favour, unless Wes can get some really good early hits to drop those shields. then take advantage of the advanced protons and potentially those cluster missiles to spread the damage around.
But if Death Rain can survive and really get in there and mess up this formation with some bombs, which he's trying to do.
Yeah. I mean, he's just pulled off the scary boost that the Punisher does indeed have. I mean, he's definitely made it quite tricky. There is not a lot of space sat here for them. So if they're doing their usual Rebel 1 forward to victory, that could be a lot of bumping there. And that would definitely go in Wes's favour.
So here's a question. So the thermal detonators on Death Rain, does that trigger twice then? So you drop the first one, you get an action, and then you can drop the second one, or does it just count as only dropping one? See what I mean? So when he drops that's right, there's a Death Rain, when he drops a bomb, he gets an action.
Yeah, Death Rain, when he drops a bomb, he gets an action.
So would that trigger twice for thermal detonators?
I'm just having a quick read. So...
It's a tricky one, isn't it? I always find the rules with thermal detonators quite tricky because I remember we had it on our tournament. The question came up.
It has the option of proccing it twice. I mean, I would definitely have to check the FAQ. I'd be tempted to say, I'd kind of want to say no, but I could also see it being a yes. Preferably in my eyes, I'd like to think that's a no, because that would be scary, because you drop one and take a target lock or a focus, then you drop the other one and be like, okay, well, I'll just do a red barrel roll and do a blue maneuver next turn.
Yeah.
Like, it could be really scary. So, I mean, if anyone does feel that they know the answer and wants to chuck it in the comments below, please feel free. Very curious on that. I'll probably go off and try and research myself, but if you have that answer, drop it down there, because as we know, the FAQs, brilliant as they are, can be quite tricky to find the info there. Ooh, and that's all 3 shields dropped on Death Rain there from the first shot, and that was actually a rear dorsal turret shot from Dutch there.
Ooh.
That was a good dorsal turret. You don't normally see it being that powerful.
So, I believe the answer is, and I could be wrong, the answer is yes.
Ooh.
Death Rain would get 2 actions, which is crazy. I have heard of Death Rain doing some crazy combinations you can get. But as I said, the people out there, I'm sure will be able to tell us in the chat. Yeah. It's quite interesting to find
see.
out.
I mean, I'm now very much considering chucking some thermal detonators on Death Rain myself, because that would be hilarious. Oh, that's a good roll there. That's the ion cannon from Lit and Dree. Gotta love 3 hits. But I'm pretty sure Madbot loves the 3 evades more than that. That's just... I mean, hot dice all round there. You don't expect that. So first round of shooting definitely goes...
has done well to...
Yeah, he jumped over everything. Yeah. And I can imagine that we're probably going to see a prox mine drop here.
Oh, that's a great proxy mine.
Yeah, I mean, you could drop a thermal detonator and hope to catch them, but I think you've got a prox mine, just drop it straight away. Like that's gonna cause some serious pain on that Y-wing. Also, you're in Wes is in quite a good position here to bank these guys in and potentially catch Madbots in the flank there. Because unless they turn in, which I mean they could do, But if they turn in, they are going to get a lot of dice coming at them. And Wes does actually have the initiative, so it would mean that he could potentially be stripping some tokens, although Garvin would probably just pass his focus off because he is Garvin.
Well, does Brute have K-turns? Dropping a bomb on the K-turn would be pretty good.
The Punisher, yes, it does.
The Punisher.
Yeah, the Punisher has the 4K.
Ooh, so drop a prox mine 4K.
Yeah, so I mean, drop a prox mine, do an action being maybe a target lock.
Yeah, you could.
And then do the 4K would be quite tasty.
Death Rain's so good.
Yeah, I think the Punisher is just generally really good. Death Rain is the best of the Punishers. But Redline's still pretty good, being able to have those two locks. So, I mean, I would like to see maybe another pilot for the Punisher come in at some point, but generally, I like the Punisher. I mean, I have been known to fly 2 Punishers together, so Death Rain and Redline together. And that can cause a bit of pain. And here we do have one of the prox mines going straight in on the Y-Wing, so that's Pain Town for Dutch.
Yeah, that rock may cause a bit of issues with them trying to turn in if the rebels wanted to turn in to face the heavy.
It could do. I mean,
you could get it too hard.
You could definitely get too hard in there from Garvin. Dutch. So we've lost 2 shields on Dutch there from that prox mine, so definitely worth it. Has Wes? I think Wes is just checking his card, and there is the target lock going on to 10 num, which I think is definitely the best option there.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2 hard would fit there for Garvin and probably for Dutch as well, to be honest. So I think they'll be okay. It all depends on whether Litton gets in a nice position to block there. So seeing a 2 hard from Littendry. Interesting.
Maybe anticipating that they might be doing a K-turn.
Yeah.
To
I mean, I think for me, I would have preferred a bank, maybe. Like maybe a 2 or a 3 bank.
I mean, I think you probably almost guarantee you'll get a shot there.
Yeah,
because
I mean, there is that.
He might have thought if he'd done a bank and they'd gone past the rock,
then you're out of arc there.
Yeah.
But getting the barrel roll there anyway
gives him more room for his next maneuver. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, that is red for the Brute in the target assist side of things. Oh, but it also clears a nice bit of space there for Jonas to sneak up in. And Jonas is in a nice position. I mean, if it was me, I'd be straight away target locking right now.
I like this. I like this play from the Empire. I think they're in quite a strong position.
Yeah. Because no matter
forcing the rebels to make a choice here.
Yeah, because no matter where Madbots goes, they are going to get shot, and he's got to be thinking he needs to turn in to try and get those shots back. Otherwise, it's going to be just a free turn for Wes. And that's the last thing you want, especially when there's some good torpedoes on the board. You don't want to give a free turn away shooting those.
Here we go, 4K.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Well called. Good work. I think one of the advantages Madbots does have here as well is he'll be less scared to turn in because there will be simultaneous fire. Because other than Littendry, everything is initiative 4. So the only negative for Madbots there is, have any of his tokens already been stripped? So let's see.
Right.
Jake's just hiding up there behind the clock, and he's coming round.
Choosing to move Jake first.
I mean, it is an interesting one. I would have been potential to move Garvin or Dutch, see where they landed, and then when Jake moves, try to make sure that he's at range 0 to 1 so that he can pass that focus off.
I think Jake maybe boost around the left now, around the rock.
Yeah, I
think then they can come in from the side.
Yeah,
put a rocket off around the flank.
Oh no, staying there.
Choosing to leave them there. Okay.
Interesting. I don't know whether I'm not sure on that. It's a very awkward position.
It is turning in.
Yeah, so there's Dutch coming in. His dorsal turret is facing the rear at the moment, so, but he still has his normal forward arc attack anyway.
Just too far away for protons, I think.
Oh, it is so close. It's so very close.
That's too far away. Might as well grab the locks, yeah.
Yeah, might as well grab it.
And so Garvin maybe hopping over.
Yeah, grabbing one there for Garvin as well. Closing the wings.
Oh.
What's he got planned here then?
Okay.
Oh, is he going to try and barrel roll in front of Littendry there? He's got the target lock from Dutch. I mean, if he barrel rolls in front of Lytton, he does potentially get himself, because right now he's in range 1 of Jonas, who has him target locked.
I just stay a focus.
But take the focus and see if you can weather that advanced proton torpedo. I mean, obviously you can pass that focus on to...
you pass the focus off to Dutch.
Yeah. What is 10 under? Just the 1 hard. Still a pretty good position there for him.
Probably gonna try and get a stress. You want to try and get a stress?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for the barrel roll.
So, moving on to some good old laser blasts. We've got Death Rain going in at 10. Probably best to spend that target lock.
Yeah.
Oh, hit crit there.
Nice.
Oh, and does
Could
he
turn it into an evade with his ability, but probably won't.
Kept hold of that stress, so 2 shields down on 10. Wes will be happy about that. Maximum output there from Death Rain. I mean, he's had 1 shot and he's got 4 shields down, so he's done well.
Alright, see if he can burn down Garvin.
Ooh, so spending the focuses on Jonas there. Ooh, that's good. So he's gonna have to spend that focus to change.
No,
he's just taken it.
I mean, he will get to shoot even if he gets.
Yeah, he will
killed,
get to he will get to shoot. So maybe he's thinking that he wants to really maximize his offense, because his target lock is on Lytton and he does not have Lytton in arc at the moment. So he really wants to have like a double modded there. And is this going to be the advanced proton torpedoes from Reimer? I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, keep focusing fire.
Oh yeah, there's 5 dice in Wes's hand.
Here we go.
Oh, this could take...
And Garvin's got no shields.
Yeah, this could take Garvin out. Let's see.
So he's got a target lock.
Oh, that's
he's
a
already
good
got
roll.
a crit. That's
Oh, and there's another crit
one,
in there.
3 crits.
Changing
You
it.
change one.
2 hits and 3 crits. I mean, sorry, Garvin.
So is he going to change one to a crit? Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. 2 hits,
Ouch.
3 crits. What does Madbots roll? He evades 1.
Gotta spend it.
Yep, so he's spending it, passing it to Dutch, so that's just 3 crits coming through.
Oof.
And crit 1 is Blinded Pilot. Crit 2 is Direct Hit. Goodbye, Garvin. And crit 3 is a Weapons Failure.
Oh no.
So that means that actually is really good for Wes, because not only has he taken Garvin out, he's also reduced his damage output potential by 1 as well with Weapons Failure. And I know the overlay says loose stabilizer. I do promise it is actually a Weapons Failure that he's got there.
Well, that's the power of proton torpedoes.
They are great.
Ooh.
2 hits coming back. Both go through. So that's Reimer taking 2 damage. Not the kind of return that Madbots was hoping for, but you know what? He'll probably take it. And double checking, is that range 1 onto Lytton? We'll see how many dice Madbots picks up. That's not range 1. That's not range 1, so unfortunately no advanced proton torpedo there. That's a bit of a shame. But getting a crit in there. Ooh.
Ooh.
And it actually goes through. And that crit is loose stabilizer, which is not one you want to see on a big ship like that.
Yeah, they're not the most maneuverable at the best of times.
No, so if he doesn't do a straight maneuver, he's going to take a damage, but he can repair it. So that's...
Oh, so many crits.
That's 10 taking a shot through as well.
So many crits.
Double checking if he has bullseye as well, so that's... Oh, wow.
Holy moly.
He's almost just saying that, you know what, you can throw crits, I can throw crits just as well. So that's
all the crits.
A hit and 3 crits.
Oh.
Nope, all going through there, all going through, because that was not obstructed for closest to closest. And we have Blinded Pilot, Disabled Power Regulator, a Direct Hit. So that's not great. And with that Disabled Power Regulator, that does mean that once he engages, he is going to be getting an ion token. Fortunately, he needs 2 to be ionized, but he's initiative 3, so he hasn't actually engaged yet. But this is the double tap now with auto blasters, and unfortunately he's spent everything to change it already.
I mean, if he can trade Garvin for Leighton here,
yeah,
it won't be, reduce some of the pain.
Yeah, won't be able to do it unfortunately because he had to spend that target lock to do the double tap with auto blaster. But looks like Jake is going to have a pot shot at Reimer through the obstacle. Spend the focus. Definitely worth it. 2 hits there. Plenty of evades.
Yeah. No doubts.
That's the most evades you'll ever see a bomber have. So very strong turn there for Wes, but equally good response there from Madbots, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the points are definitely up in Wes's favour at the moment, so we'll see if he can capitalise on that. But whilst we are waiting for the dials to go down, just to remind all of our viewers that if you do like what we are doing on the channel here, you can support us via Patreon with the link in the description below. You can support us from as little as £2 a month, and any support you feel like showing us would be very greatly appreciated. You do get exclusive previews of what's coming up in the future and the opportunity to have a bit of a chat with us as well. And speaking of the future, Ben, I believe that you actually have a tournament planned for us down at Entoyment. Is that correct?
I do indeed, yes. Yeah, so it's a slight twist. It's a double list tournament in which you bring 2 lists from 2 separate factions. Standard 200 points, extended. However, when you pair off against your opponent, you put both lists on the table, one on the left, one on the right, and then you both dial in which list you want to fly against, either left or right secretly, and then you reveal your dials, and that's who you fly against. So something a bit different. It allows people to bring 2 lists and hopefully try both of them. A little bit of maybe tactics and bluffing at the start. And yeah, just get more people coming along, play an X-Wing, nice friendly tournament at our lovely venue in Entoyment.
Absolutely.
So yeah, come along.
And what we're going to do, we will chuck the link for the Entoyment page and the Facebook page in the description below for that. Always a great tournament at Entoyment, great atmosphere, great food on site as well, plenty of parking and great prize support, so definitely worth checking out. And that's November 21st. But yeah, really looking forward to that. I've already got my ticket ready to go, and I will be setting the camera up as well to get some footage from that, so hopefully we'll get some great games. And even further in the future, we do also have the Beachhead 2022 Modern Wargaming show hosted by Entoyment. We are holding a 2-day X-Wing tournament there as well. 64-player cap with a Swiss rounds on day 1 and a top cut on day 2. That is being held at the Bournemouth International Centre. Great venue, again, great atmosphere, so much going on the day as well that when you're in between rounds or on lunch, there's plenty of stuff to look at as well, and we'll pop the link in the description below for that as well.
Yeah, and the cost of the ticket also includes the days at the event as well, so it's all included in the price of the ticket.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you don't get to the top cut, you can still come down on day 2 and see everything that's going on. We are looking at potentially having some side events on day 2 if you fancied that as well. If you just wanted to play pure X-Wing for 2 days, don't blame you. Seems like a really good shout to me.
Yeah, it's nice to have Beachhead back again. Such a great event.
Oh yeah,
thoroughly enjoyable couple of days. So much going on.
Yeah, I mean, I missed it this year. Obviously, with COVID, it not being on, it was a bit of a shame. But the last year, 2020, was fantastic. Great little X-Wing scene there. There's stuff for everyone as well. You've got Legion, you've got Warhammer, you've got Blood Bowl, Drop Fleet. So many different games available that if you only enjoy watching X-Wing but you prefer playing something else, you've got options. There's a lot of cosplayers there as well. You've got the Dorset Troopers are down as well in all of their regalia. So Vader, TIE Fighters, Stormtroopers, all fantastic. And just so much going on as well. So many demo games, a lot of the big brands come down as well to sell merch rather than having to get it on their website, get it there and then. But just fantastic event.
It's just so nice to see people getting back into it. Physical X-Wing, physical games. It's just nice to do that again.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been great to be back in store.
Yeah, TTS and stuff has been great. It's been a great tool while we've been in lockdown, but you still can't replace the physical X-Wing.
Absolutely. But it looks like Dutch has dropped a thermal detonator there, hoping to see if he can catch Lytton. Now he is doing that forward maneuver. Potentially, maybe forgetting that he flies first. Could be a tactical bump. I'm not sure, though. I don't think it would have been.
Well, he has to go straight, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has to go straight because of loose stabilizer. I mean, he could have turned, but with the amount of damage he's got left, he's probably not going to want to waste it on that.
So next round he's going to be ions. So
yeah. Oh, this could be setting up for some good blocking there, though. Like Lytton making it so that Dutch doesn't have a lot of space, and then Reimer's right in there. So unless Dutch has done something big, he's probably not going anywhere.
Quite limiting for Tennum as well. If Tennum wanted to turn in.
Yeah. Well, keeping Jonas back a little bit, maybe just hedging his bets just in case maybe Dutch flies through and comes in here to get a sneak shot in. So we'll have to see. I quite like it. It's got a lot of coverage there.
There's a three bank to the left or a 2 bank to the left with Dutch would be great.
Oh yeah, he'd be absolutely laughing.
Perfect position for a bomb next turn, and you use your dorsal turret.
Yeah. So Death Ray's swinging back in. Looks like going for a barrel roll. Which, yes, the Punisher can barrel roll. It can boost as well. Like boosting and barrel rolling on a Punisher just
it feels naughty.
It feels really naughty, but it's also great. I mean, the fact that boost, you can link that to a target lock as well, so the Punishers can go really offensive. I'm not sure if he's... Ooh, he looks like he could be catching Tennum here, but...
Interesting.
I'm not...
He barrel roll out of arc?
I mean, you'd be a little bit silly.
Well, he's set up for auto blasters, marksmanship.
He's set up for... I mean, even if he barrel rolls, he's still set up for...
He might still be in, yeah.
In fact, he's probably even better set up for auto blasters now.
Even then, it's always better not to be shot at to get a free shot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've got to love a free shot.
Yeah. That's a good maneuver there.
Yeah, very well done. In fact, I think that's probably worked out even better for auto blasters because he's going to get the range 1. He's got the bullseye. And now he's out of Death Throne's arc. If he gets all crits, Death Throne can't evade it. So that's very good play there. And Jake just doing crazy Jake things. What did Dutch do in the end? Let's have a look. Oh, so that doesn't give me hope for Wes there if he's having to mark up. And
who's going that way?
That's the 3 bank over the top. That's good. That is very good.
Has Jonas got a lock on Dutch?
No, Jonas...
Oh, so okay, so no advanced proton torpedoes, because that would be really bad. You just walked into torpedoes.
Yeah, it looks it looks like that lock is from Reimer. I don't know what action Jonas did, in fact.
Oh.
But
That's Dutch's target lock.
Yeah, Dutch has a target lock on Jonas now, so... And there's the thermal detonator going off. Does it cause damage to Lytton? Yes, it does. So Lytton is not in a great place. I mean, it begs the question now. Your dorsal turret on the Y-wing is facing out the back. You've got an advanced proton torpedo out the front. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what I would be doing. But do you finish off Lytton Tree, or do you just absolutely rail in on Jonas?
I would go for Jonas.
Yeah, especially when Jonas is throwing a base like that.
Yeah, use the protons where you can, and Lytton, is out of action for quite a while. It's going to be ionized, and then it's got to turn around.
Yeah. Ooh. 2 damage in there onto Dutch from the long-range shot from... Oh, no, that was the range 1 shot from Jonas there. So long-range shot from Death Ray did nothing. Range 1 from Jonas, but here we go.
Oh.
Is that...
Great shot.
Oh, that's 10 num onto Death Rain there.
Ouch.
So that's 3 hits and a crit. What crit do we get? Will Wes have enough cards for this at the end? Not when he's just got a direct hit. He's going to run out of cards soon at this rate.
I'm worried your overlay might run out of space with all these crits we've got to put on as well.
Yeah.
I might need 2 screens at this rate.
This has got to be the most crits I've seen in such a long time. And there's
another crit.
This is Auto Blasters. That's 2 crits that are guaranteed to go through. I mean, they're guaranteed to go through anyway. There's only 1 of 8 dice, but let's see how much over... Yeah. Poor Wes, I hope you brought a second damage deck. That was a weapons failure and a console fire to add to that direct hit.
Oof.
Ouch.
I haven't seen a game that has had more crits. I think probably the most amount of crits I've seen before this is when the last time I flew a decimator, and I ended up getting the unfortunate train of crits. Right at the very, very start.
The fuel.
There's
the
another
fuel
crit.
leak.
There's another crit.
There's 2 more. They're going to go through.
Oof.
Oh, is this the death of Jonas? Is Jonas being one-shotted here?
Good, yeah.
So that is...
He'll still get to shoot, but...
That's a fuel leak. Jonas has just been one-shotted.
Wow.
Because he gets another crit, which is stunned pilots. And then because of fuel leak, that triggers another damage. Oh, wow. Now, anyone who ever debates whether advanced proton torpedoes are worth it...
Yeah.
For 5 points, having just one-shotted a 55-point ship, that's a 50-point swing there. That's worth it. Yeah, I mean...
bad when you take 2 ships off in 1 turn.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I mean, there's obviously quite a big part of you inside that's going, yes, that's great. But there's also a part of you going, I do feel bad for my opponent because that is just brutal.
That's quite a swing. Yeah, I thought the Empire had it.
Oh, yeah.
The better start taking out...
taking Garvin out.
Out straight away, and the rebels have just responded in anger.
Yeah. it has just been absolute brutality coming back from this Rebel squadron. I mean, I mentioned earlier about Tendum and just that combination he's got and how powerful it can be, and obviously it triggering all there. The token sharing hasn't really happened that much.
No.
Or at least effectively, but in the end, Dutch didn't need any token sharing. He just went to town on Jonas.
Well, Tendum's in a great position now because Tendum could just swing around, knowing that Leighton has to. I don't know if they've maybe missed the ion.
Looks like they might have missed the ion at this point,
or they've just counted it as one. But knowing that Leighton can't turn around, Tendum could just swing around.
Yeah, but he could just do. He's not stressed, so he could just do the one Talon.
Yeah.
And see if he can take a long range shot. And I mean, technically, it's Tendum, so he's still got. He'd have the stress there as a budget focus. Well, not even a budget focus, a great focus.
Yeah, this is where I just start trying to get Jake to come round and link back up and start dishing out some tokens.
Yeah, I mean, would you say Jake to come round?
Yeah,
this
come
way?
around that rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just reset. Maybe it'd be link back up with Dutch.
Yeah, I mean, there's no need not to link back up, really. And it looks like they might. Wes actually did forget about the ion, but did an ion maneuver anyway.
Yeah.
Which, big downside, he can't fix loose stabilizer because you can only do a focus. And he's got blinded pilot, so he can't even use that focus on an attack. He can use it on defense, but he can't use it on attack. Oh, I like that from Reimer. Pressuring Tendum there.
Jake could even go around to the left, his own boost. I mean, Jake can get quite offensive. I mean, he's got Predator and Proton rockets.
Yeah.
He can dish the pain out as well.
I mean, what, a too hard with a
too
boost?
Hard in a boost? Mm.
Oh, no, doing the sloop instead.
Okay.
You know, that's not too bad, actually. Yeah. Like that sort of like a good reset there. Oh, and there's the 2K from Tendum, so probably not going to have range on Lytton, but definitely going to have range on Reimer.
Did Reimer get a target lock?
I believe so. That target lock that is.
He's used his proton torpedoes. I was thinking he could use his abilities to do his proton torpedoes, but he's used them.
Yeah, no, he's got cluster missiles, but they're range 1 to 2. But
he could change it to 3.
He could change it to a 3. But I think that's what's so powerful with Reimer, the ability to do that. It just. It expands what you can do.
It just turned, it's a way of giving a bomber 3 dice gun, essentially.
It's the same reason that I like sync laser cannons on the TIE-RB. It means that no matter what range you're shooting at, it is a 3 dice shot. And if you are calculating with sync laser cannons and it's range 3, they don't get the additional of 8 dice either, which is quite nice. But let's see. Oh, it looks like it's just a regular attack from Reimer there, but it goes through. So that is another shield on Tendum. Let's see. So, I mean, Dutch could obviously shoot backwards because his arc is still facing that way. Nothing from Jake. So it looks like Tendum.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, spend that stress, clears you up for next turn as well. Bit of a slower turn of shooting that round, but I just feel sorry for Lytton Dree right now. Lytton is just
It's a bit sad.
Got to do a one forward. Jake is just going to close him down and take him out. So...
Yeah, Jake can definitely bully now. Just fly straight in.
Yeah. 5 straight, probably boost round.
And
then grab that focus. Could Proton Torpedo? Probably doesn't need to.
Yeah, I don't need to.
But I mean, you know what? If you've got it, why not?
Yeah.
I know Madbots, for one of the things that Madbots does like is if he can at least use one of everything. If he's got stuff there, he does like to try and use it where possible. So, I mean, the only thing that he hasn't actually used is Predator and Proton Rockets this game. I mean, he's got Jamming Beam on 10 num, but I think that's just because it's free and you kind of feel bad not putting it on there. But I mean, I can just imagine we'll see something slow from 10 num to see if we can catch Reimer. Dutch will probably be trying to come round.
Yeah, just circle around that debris.
I mean,
It's quite interesting setup with their quite neat with their obstacles.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have the audio on the finished video, but as 5 of the obstacles were down, Madbots was like, well, I may as well make it look like a 6-sided dice then. And threw it down there. Yeah, I think Madbots definitely has the advantage right now in that he can react more to what Wes is doing. I mean, yes, Wes had the opportunity to strip tokens early on, get weapons failures on there as he did with Garvin, but he really can just dictate. Like, he knows where things have gone, so he can then react to that. Especially with like the dorsal turret on Dutch. If he doesn't have a shot in his normal arc, he can go, well, I'll just rotate. What have we got? So banking in.
You're going for
Dutch, I think.
Going for Dutch, yeah.
I think it's a good play. Dutch has only got three hull left.
Yeah, by doing that, you're just getting out of 10 num's arc. Well,
Yeah.
10 num's more than likely going to, between 10 num and Jake, finish off the poor heavy.
Yeah. Probably just going to barrel roll forward just to get a little bit closer, get the stress, try for a target lock. Oh, he's out.
Oh, okay. It's up to Jake.
Yeah. Now, Madbots has put the target lock on the obstacle. He could have just put it on Reimer.
Yeah.
So, interesting there. I know obviously normally when you fail a target lock, there's normally nothing in range, so you just instinctively put it on an obstacle. But if there is another enemy ship in range, you can just put it there instead.
I think Dutch is out of his arc there. I think this is going to be a free round for the Rebels.
Yeah, let's draw the world's worst straight line here.
That's not bad effort.
I'll take that.
I wouldn't have been as straight as that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I think this is another free round of shooting for Madbots.
Yeah.
Wasn't far off.
Pretty good.
So, I'm really sorry there, Wes, but I think you're probably only going to have one ship left by the end of this. Unless he... Yeah. Oh! Evades all round there.
Alright.
So, range 1, not in bullseye, so no Prockets, no Predator, It's a little bit gutting, that. I mean, it would have been complete overkill.
But, yeah, if you're a guarantee, you never know with these dice.
And that's another crit going through.
That's
spending the focus.
Bye-bye.
Guaranteed death there. Yep. And that final crit is a structural damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crits. Ouch. 6 crits on a 8 health ship.
Yeah.
That just says it all.
Yeah, one of them being a direct hit as well. So, yeah, I mean, absolutely.
That just shows how savage and how many crits we've had in this game. 6 out of 8 have been crits.
Well, we've had 13 crits so far in this game, with potential still for more to come. So, I mean, of all the games we've had on the channel, this one has had the most crits. I mean, we've seen some games that have had big amounts of damage, like lots of damage and like very heavy hitting turns, but the pure number of crits, this is, I'm pretty sure this is right up there.
Can Dutch finish it off with an advanced proton torpedo to end it?
I mean, you kind of expect it to go that way at this point. It looks like that is the ideal. I mean, 10 he's going to be... he could probably... I don't know, need to have a quick look at the B-Wings dial to see what he can do. I don't think he's got a good enough glue to get him round. Ooh, the 4K. I
mean, he didn't have a lot of options, to be honest.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, that's... I mean, that's good. We'll see whether it's worked out well. Oh, doing the too hard because it's white.
Yeah, well, keep the stress.
Yeah, I think. Again, let's see how straight this line's going to be. No ruler. Might be just out of arc.
Should keep that on there and see when he measures, see how close you got.
I don't want to see how close I got.
Jake's just had a quiet start to the game, and now he's just coming in and just finishing off ships.
Yeah, it's a weird one with Jake.
Yeah.
So let's see what Jonas can do. That's 2 hits.
Bad.
Oh, an evade.
1 damage.
So 1 damage on Dutch. So range 3.
Predator.
With Predator from Jake. I mean, he's probably just going to work his way back in. Doesn't need Predator. That's 2.
Ooh.
So that's half points on Reimer. And my straight line was terrible. I was the wrong side of the ship. That's why I didn't do it. And, well, yeah, you're going to spend that. And
this is game.
That's game.
Yeah.
Dutch didn't even get to finish him off.
Wow.
And that is actually the last damage cards from Wes's deck there. He actually went through all of his damage cards. I mean, that was just a brutal game. It was a brilliant game. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Very good. Yeah.
So, I mean, this is the list that Madbots took to the ambush at Alderaan and got in 3rd place. So it is a very solid list. But I'm not going to lie, I still love Wes's list. I think it did so much damage early on. It just kind of went a bit unfortunate for him. So bit of a shame there, but really good lists on the table there.
It was a shame we lost Jonas in one hit. Quite get to utilise him.
Yeah, absolutely. Bit of a shame there. But again, really, really good fun there to watch. But Ben, thank you very much for coming along and assisting us with some commentary there.
No problem.
Excellent. Well, hopefully we'll see you back on the channel soon as a pilot and also as a commentator. But guys, again, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. As you say, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to support us on Patreon, the link is in the description below. But we will see you next time.